It was a dark and stormy night. Sheesh. On a distant corner of Pandora, where few men dare to tread. With the journey to find the elusive vault behind them, our fearless adventurers set off into the trees of...
What's a tree?
Oh, for the angel's sake! It's a plant that grows out of the ground really tall.
Like this?
No more interruptions. So, they set out into the trees of Jacob's Cove, a land very much ravaged and forgotten by time. It was here that the scientist Dr. Ned, who is totally not Dr. Zed from the last story at all, tried to help all of mankind, but ultimately caused very bad shit.
That's a swear.
Dude made zombies, okay? You're not the police of me. Pay attention. Okay. So some bad crap was happening. And it got really spooky. And this is when our story begins.
Is any of this going to be true?
Yes. Probably a lot of it. You're adopted.
I don't know who Marcus is talking to in that. I do appreciate it though. I love me a good Halloween DLC. Halloween DLCs or Halloween themes and games are some of my favorite things ever because Halloween's my favorite and the only holiday that I care about. And I hate the fact that it sucks now, but what are you gonna do? Great. Oh wow, there's an actual invisible wall. That's stupid. Oh yeah, it's Jacob's Cove because of Jacob's, the company.
If you'd still like to help, I suggest you turn on the town's defenses. Otherwise, Crappuccino. Toodles!
Alright, thank you. I actually didn't want to play this one first. Not because I was wanting to, like, save it, but because I've played this DLC a lot. I played it when it came out a lot. I played it through with a friend a couple times. Played it through with a sibling, like, I think 2 years ago. I played it a lot on my own. It's like, I've played this DLC a lot more than the other DLCs because it was the first one that came out, and I always play them in a release order, so it's always the first one I do. So even if I don't end up doing all the others because I get bored or fall off or something, I always end up doing this one. So I've kind of done it a little bit too much. But yeah, like I was saying, I really love Halloween levels in games. Usually I love it when there's like a Halloween zone. I know Terra isn't a good game, but I do love the fact that it has an entire zone that's just dedicated to being a Halloween area. I might need to turn that down. Okay, what's the... Is that picking up? I can't tell if it... Oh. I can't tell if it's picking up, really. But it's like Killing Floor has its, like, the entire game becomes Halloween. I actually kind of find some of Killing Floor's, like, holiday skins a bit annoying. Because it, changes the voice lines and makes some of the zombies look more cartoonish. Although they're not actually zombies, so there's that. But what else? I'm trying to think, it's been too long. Pretty much every MMO I play has a Halloween thing. Some do it more extreme than others. Fable has a Halloween DLC. It's a pretty good one, too. It's creative. It's doing what it can with the tools that it has. I shouldn't even be bothering to collect the brains yet. I don't even have that quest. And as much as I fucking hate it, they may have changed it in this, so I'll keep picking them up. But in the original game, the brains didn't count if you weren't in the quest stage that still required you to pick them up, so you couldn't, like, preload it. Because if you preloaded it, then it wouldn't matter. You could just do it fucking as much as you want. I hate that it doesn't, because it makes that quest, like, 1,000 times more tedious. But yeah, Halloween quests I fucking love. They're great. I wish video games cared more about that sort of thing, but seasonal DLCs kind of disappeared from the video game world. I mean, yeah, maybe there'll be a skin or a fucking gun or something, but rarely, if ever, do you find games that just have, like, outright, this is a Halloween DLC, or a Christmas DLC. Actually, for some reason, Christmas DLCs are way more common than Halloween ones and other holidays. Saints Row has a Christmas DLC, but I don't think it has a Halloween one. Gross. And I appreciate that they're not just reused fucking, like, animations and model types. I mean, I know the models are all based off of the human model NPCs from throughout the game, but they at least are reanimated and they have moves that don't come from other enemies for the most part. Although there is a fairly egregious case of reused, what's the word I'm looking for? Assets later in this DLC that's like really, really, really bad and noticeable. But it's not the worst. I forget, is this a place where you can just go to farm the zombies attacking? I don't remember. I don't think so, because I think they stop showing up after you activate the thing. It's a shame. It'd be useful to get the brains really easily. I hate that quest.
The town should be safe for now, but if you're really going to solve the zombie infestation, you're gonna need to talk to Dr. Ned. He's been trying to fix the problem, and I'm sure he could use
Interesting that Claptrap doesn't have a UI icon. Weird. Is it gonna open? I guess I'm going around. Or you can do it. And it's the same gate from Firestone, but, you know. Man, fuck you.
And, you know the drill. So long, fearless traveler. Enjoy your stay at Jacob's Cove.
And I like the atmosphere in this. Anyway, as much as I do like these DLCs... Oh, I forgot about you. It's really obvious that this DLC is the main cause of, like, Borderlands 2 and 3. Their dialogue and fucking general tone just being, like, atrociously fucking, like, complete, like, unable to take it seriously at all garbage. Because, I forget, can you walk on this? You have to, because the fucking things drop shit, right? Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, it's clear that DLC like this and fucking Claptrap's Robot Revolution are the cause of that, because they didn't look at Borderlands 1 for fucking gameplay inspiration. They looked at the DLC and went, yeah, that's what people liked about Borderlands, right? The stuff that came out a year afterwards. I don't need two of these. Yep, that works. Man.
Fearless Zombie Killer. New missions are available at the Jacob's Cove Bounty
The
Board.
Bayou. Man. It is clear, though, that they fucking used Dr. Zed as the actual fucking name for the guy in the goddamn regular game. They're like, ah, shit, that would have been perfect for this DLC. Fuck it, he's Ned now. Like... Oh, can I pick up the fucking quest from the board now? You should always pick up the quests as soon as they appear, because even if you don't do them right away, some of them have, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
Yeah. Huh. Is that racist? Great. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Oh yeah, my backpack nearly full. Nah, it's about half full. Let's do these first. I want to do all the easier ones first. Oh yeah, I guess this would be the one place the entire game where proximity mines would actually be useful. The problem with all that stuff is you actually get a lot of tools in your kit here, but you'll never get to use any of them. It's just not that kind of game. Not really. What? I already killed them, video game. Man. Ugh. See, this is why I hate that shit. Really? That's a death? Wow, that sucks. That was so expensive. Yeah. Not a fan of that shit. Oh, I guess that's why the fucking thing is here. That makes sense. It's stupid, but I get it at least. Question, is this faster? Wait, no. Yep. It's not a pearl masher, but it'll do. I'm still upset I didn't get that. It's the best revolver in the game. I mean, I guess this is basically the same thing, but it's the principle. What? Gross. Did he explode? Whatever, I don't care. Well, that's clearly not working, so I'll do this instead. And it's behind me. Great. Hold on. 9 versus... Ew, that's so slow. This one's objectively better. But the other one looks so much cooler. Ah, fuck. Whatever. This is the problem, because in real life, I just want to keep all of them. And who's to say I shouldn't? It's stupid anyway.
Dearest Anna, I've arrived at Jacob's Cove, and you'll be pleased to know it seems a jolly and lively old town. I know
Great.
being away from you and the children will be difficult, but it's only for a few cycles. The pay is just too generous to pass up. I'll work hard here and be back to you in
Cycles.
the soon.
Years?
My brother will take good care of you in the meantime. Love, Hank.
I guess I have to go around. Yeah, it's never especially clear. I already found the vault, bitch. Yeah, we're still good, right? Wow, it's 5:30 already? What the fuck? I've done like nothing today. Oh well. Yeah, we're off to a rip-roaring start, clearly full of anticipation for the coming events, etc. I guess I'm kind of tired still. I appreciate the average amount of money that these monsters drop has increased in accordance to the amount of money I get docked for dying incidentally. That's important to me. Shit. Fuck. I do wish I'd gotten the Pearl Masher though, because it reloads ammo. It regenerates ammo, and it regenerates ammo inside the fucking magazine, so it never actually runs out of ammo at any point. What? Did the game just slow down for a second there? Oh, caustic has literally zero effect on them. Huh. Great. Hold on. I should use a different grenade type then.
Dearest Anna, the work here is tough, but honest. Oh, and the trees, Anna. The trees are amazing. You wouldn't believe
They are
your
pretty
eyes.
big.
I've never seen anything like them. Sometimes I feel sad to cut them down, but it will all be worth it if I can get back to you with the money required for us to have a fresh start. I'm dreaming about a nice homestead in the Doll Headland.
That's a bad idea.
Missing you, Hank.
Wow, these are the slowest zombies I think I've
Tell
ever
Sally that
seen.
I love the hat she sent. I wear it every day. The men
Oh, cool.
tease me a bit, but they don't know the joy that a child's love can bring.
Prototype. That's technically the worst gun I have. Great. Oh, right. I see a thing up there. How do I get up there? I see multiple things up there. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Now I want to figure this out. What? Oh, right. Well, it looks like that opens at some point. I don't remember some of the environmental details here. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Maybe. Probably. Possibly, even. And that's to Hollow's End, which is the even more explicitly Halloween themed. Man, fuck you. Anyway, I always wondered what a real zombie apocalypse would be like. I feel like almost everyone who exists in the pop culture world, to any degree whatsoever, has at least pondered the question themselves. Personally, I'd probably just buy one of those fucking night sets off of eBay and just cover it in mold gear. That would probably work. I mean, fuck. Most people can't even chew through leather or denim, so as long as you don't wear short-sleeved clothes, you should be fine for the most part. Assuming it's not airborne or conveyed by mosquitoes or something. I don't think the world's gonna survive if zombie virus is conveyed via mosquitoes. That doesn't feel like something we can reasonably defend against. Oh, yeah. That is the most egregious use of reused assets, I feel like, in the entire game. Because even in Underdome, where it's a boss rush, it's like, that makes sense because it's a boss rush. Oh, right, I forgot. Like, reusing the animations and the fucking AI from Rax, like, it's noticeable, but it's a flying enemy type. I mean, how many ways can you do it, right? Oh, right, I forgot. These are the same fucking bird that Mordecai has. I guess that's where he got it from. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, I don't like this part of it. I guess that's supposed to be part of the challenge, but fuck, man. It's annoying. Like, the biggest problem with shooting bloated racks in campaign is that sometimes they'll die and the loot will just fly off a fucking cliff. And you can't say that's intended, right?
Dearest Anna, I've been noticing some strange things at the mill of late. Many workers seem to be falling very ill. What is strange is that we all had our checkups just last week and were given a clean bill of health and a vitamin from the company's physician, Dr. Ned. He's doing everything in his power, but there have been some deaths. Do not worry. I will, as always, be careful. I'll send an echo again soon. All my love.
And they fly real fucking far. As you can no doubt see. Like, I can't even get that one, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Yeah, that's annoying. I've never been a fan of gameplay foibles like that, because in the cases of this, those birds I don't think respawn until you fucking restart the game, or unload the area. So that's a pretty big time waster. I mean, what if it dropped an orange weapon, as unlikely as that would be, right? It's possible. Again, unlikely, but possible. I guess the idea is that these things drop so many of the goddamn eggs that you're probably going to get as many as you need. And it's not like there's a way to tell. Ugh, whatever. I go this way. And how much money did that cost me? Like 250,000? Or was it 25,000? I didn't see. Like total, the 2 times that I died. Like, that sucks. Oh well, whatever. Oh, it's back in town, huh? I know the reason why they do the fucking travel back and forth to pick up the audio logs instead of doing the ones that are right next to each other. It's so that you learn the layout of the area having run through it multiple times. It's still annoying, though.
Me, stranger. I've been hurt too many times. Fight zombies.
Oh, it's useless. Great. Whatever.
Anna, things have gone
Hold on.
from bad to worse. There have been rumors of people seeing the dead walk. At first, these tales were laughed off at the saloon, but now people talk in the hushed whispers of the truth. They say that those who come in contact with the dead are always the first to be ill and are, as such, the first to seek the help of Dr. Ned. The doctor assures me that he's making progress on a cure. I, for one, believe him, and it is only 3 more weeks till we are reunited. Kiss the girls for me.
You should leave, dude. Your macaroni hat won't save you from this. It's giving you a false sense of security.
Beloved Anna, it is no longer rumors. Some curse has been set upon us here at Jacob's Cove. The dead are rising from their graves and are ravenous with a hunger for flesh. All work has stopped, and we're fighting for our lives. But fear not. Dr. Ned believes there's a way to stop the horror. I have volunteered to allow him to test an antidote on me. It's the skags, my dear. The filthy skags will be our salvation. The doctor says they're immune to the ailment. I'm presently on my way to get this treatment at the hospital outside of town.
All right.
I know it will be a success, and we will
Don't
be
go
together
falling in
again
love with
shortly.
me, stranger. I've been hurt too many times. By zombies.
Great, thank you, Claptrap. Terrible machine gun, thank you, my favorite. Huh. Lethal weapon, you say? Alright, that way. Whee! I like the stilt houses that you can see in the distance. Reminds me of that swamp level in Spyro 3, I believe. That had the really good music. I always liked that level. I had a problem playing it in the original version, but I think that was just because of the camera controls. Nothing's ever gonna beat Treetops and that level in Spyro 1 with the castle and the fairies that have to supercharge you in order to destroy the monsters. I hate that level. I'm super bad at it. Every time I play the game, I'm like, ah, fuck this level. Treetops is bad. But I think they fixed it a little bit and reignited from what I played of that game. I was like, oh man, I'm super excited for Reignited, and I played it, and I played through, I think, all of Spyro 1, and I was like, yep, that's Spyro. Not a fan of the new voice acting and the cartoonish replacement for the cutscenes, but yeah, it's Spyro. I'll eventually probably do a series on it here. I don't know if I'm going to do the original Spyro games, because I'll admit, I kind of like them more. Like, it's all well and good that you have the Reignited stuff, but there's some kind of charm, I think, about the originals that the new one just kind of doesn't have. I'm not sure what it is, but it's missing something. I like the original voice acting way more, also. I'm not a huge fan of the new voice acting. It's not that it's bad, I just don't think it's as, like, good. Which is kind of interesting, because some of the previous voice acting wasn't actually good from what people would consider an objective standpoint. But I liked it more. And it's not just nostalgia, I remember liking it at the time. The problem with fighting zombies in video games is there's really only one way to do it, and it's to fucking walk backwards while shooting them. That kind of sucks. Because that takes all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Variety of gameplay out of fighting enemies. If there's only one way to actually do it. And I don't know if that's necessarily people's, like, opinions on zombies, but I feel like that's a pretty common one of zombies are a fairly invariable enemy type. I mean, you've got your spitters and ones that explode and crawling zombies and your fast zombies. But then things that are like modifications to that aren't usually things you would actually even consider zombies to begin with. Like Killing Floor gets away with it because they're not zombies. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Even then, a lot of the AI variety in that, all they do is they charge towards you. Occasionally some of them have projectiles, but that's still not a huge difference. I don't know. I feel like the only way to make zombies, like, interesting to fight as an enemy type is to make them a serious threat. I think Dead Island did a good job of that, where it's like, you don't ever want to be fighting more than, like, 1 or 2 zombies at any given moment in Dead Island. Because any more than that, you're basically fucked. And they're the big, like, zombies, what are they called? Are they hunks in fucking Dead Island? Dead Island's a great game. I should play it as a video, but I wanted to play it with another person. The problem is, Dead Island actually has kind of the same problem in that, I should probably do the other one first. Yeah, over there. By increasing the amount of players, you make the game way, way, way less threatening. That's unfortunate. What? Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. It's like Dead Island, unfortunately, is actually kind of experienced best when you're playing with by yourself in terms of like environmental difficulty and like tension and drama. But it's a lot of fun to play Dead Island with multiple people. I guess that's why Dying Light was so successful as a co-op game, because it works a lot better in co-op, whereas like Dead Island's a bit too half and half. Because it's clearly designed for co-op play. It's got the fucking same thing Borderlands has, where each character has their different specialities and stuff. And they work better as part of a team. But it's like I always have the problem of I can never fucking choose which character I actually want to play as in Dead Island. That's a me problem. But I guess Left 4 Dead did a good job, because everything is fast in Left 4 Dead. Your character's moving a million miles per hour, the zombies are fast, and they're super dangerous. And Left 4 Dead forces teamwork. Unfortunately, that makes playing Left 4 Dead solo a lot less fun. Like, appreciably less fun. But it's not the worst thing in the world. I picked up that rocket launcher, right? Yeah. Yeah, wait, is that the burst fire one? I hate those. Yeah, okay. Well, that was easy. You dropped one of the worst guns I've seen in a while. Creepy treehouse. I don't know, that's pretty cool. I like treehouses. I always wanted a treehouse when I was a kid. I used to hang out in someone else's treehouse, but then some person got mad and removed the floor. What? Yeah, enemies that remove my or reduce my movement speed suck. I'm having a really hard time seeing these things, by the way. That may not make any sense to you because the recording's a little bit brighter. But, yeah, it's difficult to see these against the backdrop of the level because everything's kind of like the same color. I'm already colorblind, too. Huh? No. Thought these guys took more damage from fire. Guess not. Shut up. But yeah, even in the way the level is designed for this level, you can tell that this is like the predecessor to the level design in Borderlands 2, where it's just really, really fucking wide with a bunch of like ramps in it and stuff. Like, that is very much how Borderlands 2 does its level design. And that's not the worst thing ever, but I'm not a huge fan of it either. I think a lot of Borderlands 1's levels are better laid out overall. I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. Wow, that is like the most mouse-clicked into existence chest I think I've ever seen. How the fuck do I get up there? I think I took a wrong turn. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I didn't see the hole, I think, when I was going that way. Because I always want to avoid doing the critical path until I've done everything on the way to it, because then I'm just backtracking if I do the other stuff later. And it's a waste of time, you know? I don't like wasting time. At least, I don't like wasting time in situations in which I'm trying to accomplish something. If that makes any sense. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm tired. Tired and hungry. That's probably because I haven't eaten anything in like 2 days. I should probably eat things. I'm gonna go make a pizza. Huh. I didn't realize it had already been an hour. Weird. Well, 40-ish minutes. Perish. That's not very helpful. You know, siphoning life from the undead represents something of a philosophical quandary in that, is it taking the physical matter from their bodies to reinforce mine, or is it sucking whatever undead energy is resurrecting them in the first place? Can that even be considered life, one might question? Or is it just the fact that it's doing damage to another creature that's causing you to regain health via some sort of karmic exchange? We do not have answers for these questions. Perhaps there are none. I'm not sure if the trade-off of enemies being weaker and easier to kill makes up for them being extraordinarily frequent. Because this area is also really big. And they respawn infinitely, as far as I know. Just not, like, locally. They respawn from further and further away if you stand still for too long. Which I guess technically also happens with bandits, but they spawn from monster closets in fucking the main game. I guess they also do that here, but just to a lesser extent, since they can also just spawn out of the ground. Which I have mixed feelings about. I don't like infinitely respawning enemies, but I also recognize that in some cases it can be alright. But it's highly contextual, in my opinion. I have mixed feelings about a lot of things, actually. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this one first is because I'm trying to do all the DLC in order. I'm going to do the DLC for Borderlands 2 in order also. Though, I pulled up a wiki article or whatever that has all of the DLC listed on it for each of the games. Luckily, all the games are on the same page, so I don't have to do any hunting. But even still, it's not exactly the most comprehensive in the world, because it also lists the fucking, like, cosmetic DLCs as part of the release date thing, because it's not like a play guide, it's a what was, like, constructed and produced first. I don't know. I hate that. Why does it do that? Ugh, it's so annoying. Where it does multiples. There's something wrong with the fucking... whatever. Like, it's hypersensitive or something. But yeah, I really don't like it when the game, like, just... I click on something and it clicks on, like, 8 things simultaneously. That bothers me on some fundamental level. I don't know what that level is, but it does. You know? Man. Anyway, is the other thing over here? I know the fucking... What? Hey! Fucking great. I love it. Ooh. Oh. I wonder if that's influenced by anything. Man. Like... The fact that that doesn't even kill the other ones next to it is a little annoying. Fuck off. Yeah. You kind of have to just ignore them after a certain point. Great. You see, the weird thing was, in my other game, TK wasn't dead when I fucking came here, so there were technically 2 TKs.
Brain soup, brain taco, brains a la mode, brain pie, brains and cream, brain-filled donut, brains over easy, scrambled brains, poached brains, brains Benedict.
Great. Yeah, I fucking hate that you can't pick up the brains ahead of time, because this quest gets stupid. Like, real fucking quick, too. It's annoying as hell. What are you gonna do, though, right? Well, at least he's having luck with his fucking pumpkin farming business. That's more than I can say for my pumpkin farming business. Then again, I don't have any pumpkins. So who's the real fool here? It's hard to say. I don't think we can ever really be sure of anything in our real lives. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, back to doing the pumpkin thing. Man, I love Halloween. I wish it was good, you know? Halloween used to be cool when I was like 6. Then I lived in a place where people went hard for Halloween, so who knows? It just seems like no one cares. It's unfortunate, you know? I cares. I always dress up for Halloween. And I take my fucking, I wear Halloween costumes, even when it's not appropriate. Huh. Oh. It's weird that he's actually scaled to be, like, a problem. Ow. Huh. This isn't going quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. Well, that's kind of fun. He dropped a purple gun that's not... Okay, whatever, man. I should do the first few of that right away, so that, huh. Nah, it's not actually that good. I should do the first few of the, goddamn words. Words. They exist in my brain. The brain quest, because you have to keep running back after you do it every time. And if you get far away without turning it in, you're wasting time killing zombies that you otherwise would be able to get brains from. You know? The hardest part is intentionally shooting them in the head. Because you do it a lot by accident, but then when you try to do it, you're like, oh, all of a sudden you can't fucking hit them. It's like super annoying, man. Shit. Ow. Though that may just be me. That's not what I meant to do. Even is this. You. But yeah. Brains, brains, more brains. Shit. You're supposed to do this quest over the course of the whole DLC, obviously, but that's not how my brain works, motherfucker. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. In here, right. I do often forget. I probably shouldn't actually ever be spending money on revolver ammo, given the fact that, I have a gun that regenerates it. I need to go back to Moxie's thing and dump some of these items, though. Because I'm carrying around a lot of garbage. Maybe this way and around. If there was a teleport thing right outside his house, this would be way less of a problem. But there's only like 2 teleporters in the entire area. That kind of sucks. I'll say, environmental design, even in like a jokey Halloween thing, it's still super on point. Gross. Ow. He coughs up a terrible, terrible gun. More brains. I guess I'll fucking... I don't want to waste time. And I'm not gonna do this... I'm not gonna grind these off screen until I get to, like, the furthest... or the last one, probably. So I guess I'll just keep going. Again, I wish there was a teleporter that just teleported you straight back to here, because that would save so much time. It's not even the getting the brains. Fucking all the back and forth. There's a lot. Through here, I guess. Aren't these, like, to do with something? They're shaded out in a way that makes me think they are. I don't remember, though. At least it's not the problem of like, oh, I shot him in the head and then I shot him in the chest and that's what killed him. Since my critical hit damage is so high, if I get a headshot, it's usually going to kill them. So I don't have to worry about it quite so much. I do want to play Dead Island now, though. What? I'm not sure why zombies are always depicted as having, like, deep, ghoulish voices. That doesn't really make any sense to me. They shouldn't really be capable of speaking or making noises like that at all.